to Dr. Professor Amitav Banerjee. And sir, do you have got any presentation to start with? Or
no, not.
Okay. Okay, sir. Because your presentations are very well done and very light, so we thought we. But nevertheless, sir, what is
Professor Banerjee? I think in the first wave you had a lot of presentations. In the second wave, I think the presentations are missing.
The wave so high, didn't have time.
Okay. So on this whole,
it was a bouncer.
Yeah. So this whole the topic is a vaccination conundrum, because now, yes, we have seen the severity of COVID 2.0. That severity has also and the adverse impact has taught us a huge lesson for us as a community and as a country, that we everyone needs to be vaccinated to protect ourselves from future waves. So what is your observation with respect to what are the common, as a leader in public health, what is your observation? You have been seeing a lot of things happening with respect to the opening up of, say, age groups for vaccination, the prioritization, the way government is doing for vaccination, and the challenges they are facing, whether it is with respect to the availability of the vaccines, and of course the challenges of the people, that how they are also getting very confused with respect to a lot of science and data being flown from which we call infodemic. We are doing a lot of work on infodemic, sir, you are aware of it. So that is also creating a lot of confusion. So what are key things you would like to highlight here, sir?
I think we should be pragmatic. I mean, ideally, it is well to vaccinate all age groups, but as Dr. Jadhav also brought out, we will finish that way in the third quarter of 2022. And by the way, the second wave is going, like we are having 3 to 4 lakh cases, even now 2 lakh cases every day, positive cases. So these people who are positive today, they will carry some sort of, some sort of immunity they will carry. I mean, we cannot just say that natural infection cannot give any. So once we have got a problem of coverage, so we nowadays every RT-PCR or every test is logged with Aadhaar card and all that. We can have a list of people who have recovered from natural infection, and we can exclude them for the first phase of vaccination. So we will save a lot of vaccine this way. Like in the first wave, we have got 21% or 30 crore people infected. Perhaps in the second wave, once it finishes, we will have half of the country already passed through a natural infection. So we can cut down our requirement in half, because natural infection plus vaccination should give us some sort of protection. Secondly, I have my reservations about the younger age group, because younger age group, as Dr. Mahajan also brought out, he said that most of the people, younger age group, we should look into the comorbidities. Why we should have more data we should analyze the data more. Why the young people are succumbing this year, whether they are neglected the other health services like care of diabetes, care of hypertension. If we take, like we did a study, he brought out very well. We did a study in a rural area also. We found 10% people are diabetics, and the age group 35 to 45 years, that is the young diabetics, 50% were not aware of the diabetic status. 50% were not aware of the hypertensive status. And this 1 year of lockdown and this type of mental stress must have aggravated so many diseases for which the treatment is neglected. Similarly, a lot of children malnutrition will increase. So all this, if we take care of that, we can this low. They will also succumb. Younger age group will succumb because we're taking care of the basic mobility. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, it is coming.
Yeah. So I think we can have a rational plan, and we can, and as Dr. Jadhav also said, keep the frontline workers and all, 30% of the population who are the essential workers and the people with comorbidities, they should get priority. Opening up for the whole year, and we will not be able to monitor the adverse events also. And so many vaccines coming, 10, 12 vaccines coming. So who will do the quality control? I mean, it would be really very difficult to keep track of adverse events, and different vaccine may have different adverse events, and we don't have that amount of infrastructure to follow up. If there is a clot in the remote areas, we don't have basic facilities. These are my concerns. So we should go a little cautiously.
So what is your recommendation and suggestions for our participants and viewers, particularly from the point of view of various type of confusion and apprehension they have got
We
towards
should,
that?
like younger people also, those who are having, say, hypertensive, young diabetics are there. I mean, why we are having so many cases of fungal infection? Because there are diabetics who are young people, they are recovering and they must be having diabetes, which is not there. So there's the general health care is more important. And those younger people who are with obesity is a major factor. Obesity or other hypertensive, diabetics, other diseases, they should get priority. And those who are young and healthy can wait for that once it is the crisis is over. I mean, the vaccine crisis is over and may not be required also. And as I said, those who have already recovered, they should not get the priority. They can wait another 6 months.
Okay, got it, sir. We'll come to this to you in the second round, sir.
Dr. Banerjee, I just wanted one more question, Doctor, is that in the first episode of the Samvad that we had, you are a very strong opponent against the lockdown. Do you still hold that view, or have you diluted your view?
No, I have not diluted my view. I am still against lockdown. In fact, the problem we have the second wave is we have not prevented transmission. We have just delayed it, and we got it with interest because a large chunk of the population was kept susceptible. Had we not had lockdown, this infection would have carried out at a low year so that it would have settled. So a large number of people were left vulnerable. I mean, you cannot stop the transmission. Neither you can. I mean, lockdown is not the solution actually. You have made the more people.
You had also said that we'll be going towards herd immunity. Are we anywhere near that?
I think after the second wave, we will be much nearer that because we protected the bulk as middle class and upper middle class. We protected on the herd immunity, so they are more vulnerable, and those middle class is more obese. They have got more comorbidities compared to the lower class. So this, I mean, this was the reason for the vicious second wave.
Yeah.
So, okay,
sir, so Dr. Banerjee, very important statement you made regarding the lockdown. So that lockdown is actually because lockdown is one of the very strong tool which is being propagated currently. That the lockdown is the only thing which can stop COVID infection.
No, it can only postpone.
Very valid point. Very valid point.
You've been holding that right from the beginning that it can only delay, but it cannot stop.
Right. It has come back with interest now. I mean, instead of
one related question I'll ask you in the second round, sir. But before that, before I come to Professor K.G. Suresh, we have a presentation and a small talk from Dr. Professor Sanjay Rai to add to these perspective. Dr. Rai, to you, please, sir.
It will be better if just you ask question and I will reply.
Okay.
See, it's the same presentation, but now inference is different. See, same presentation I made 2 months ago. That time inference was different. This time we have generated a lot of data, so the inference will be different.
So why don't we start with this question only? So what is the difference of inference? What you're talking about, so that we can see the difference.
Last time I said that everybody is asking when we are going to say goodbye to this COVID-19. So when will we achieve normalcy? Will we achieve ever or not? So the answer was yes. That was always yes. So, and my answer was that through herd immunity, and we will achieve herd